Hi, I'm Ray, and this is my vegetable garden, and I'm going to give you a tour, but I've just been contacted by the committee on my allotment, and they're telling me my allotment is not up to satisfaction, so it needs a bit of work, and I've got to get it sorted by the 1st of August. So let me show you what we've got going and what needs to be done. So it's currently 6:15 in the morning, and we've had some real hot days, and it's been absolute scorching. We're on the south coast of the UK, and it's been up to 30, and even with the winds coming off the water, it's still been really hot. But everything seems to be growing, and everything's still living. The sunflowers are getting quite tall now, and they're getting quite a nice display. The sun is just rising. I've just come down for a quick water, and I thought I'd give you a tour. In last year's plans, we always said we're going to have a load of sunflowers on either sides of the path, and this is what we've done, and it's looking quite impressive. We've got sunflowers that side, and we've got some on my side, this side. And I know they're not the tallest, they're looking pretty good. We've got some nice ones already flowered and already attracting the pollinators. So this year's theme was the traditional allotment, with everything in lines, so we can see the sunflowers with a line of marigolds, and we pulled the garlic up, which was in the middle after the sunflowers, and then we've got the onions. And most of these onions now have gone to seed. The next rows over were swede, parsnips, carrots, and we've got a lovely calendula growing on the end there, which is some lovely colours. Under the netting we've got some swedes, and we've got another row of sunflowers right at the back. It's going to go all the way along. Well, if you've seen my video on how to care for lupins, then you'll see this is my lupin. But this year, something has eaten it, and they've killed off. Both lupins have been eaten and completely died. I reckon it might be an aphid, and it's sucked out all the juice, all the energy. I've left it in there, but it really does not look good at all. Not good at all. Have a look back at my video on how to care for lupins, and you'll see how wonderful they are. As a memory for my dad, who died last year, I planted some roses on the allotment, and these have been turning out lovely. Good display. Do need to do some deadheading, and we've also got the red roses on top of the gate. So last year we had a competition, and it was who could grow a passion flower and who would be the first one to grow a passion flower. Well, this was planted last spring, and we never got a flower the whole of last year, but I'm really pleased that we've actually got some flowers this year. Only 2, but it's 2 that we got. So the carrots are looking pretty good, and beetroots are very behind. My beans have been very slow, but they're coming, and we've put 2 pumpkins in the centre of our bean. One's coming this way and one's going to go that way, in theory. The netted strawberry cages was a great success, and there's a video on the channel how I made these using the horticultural method, using the hugelculture method. These worked really well. The compost bins have been filling up, and they've got the remains of the broad beans that we recently pulled up. With the recent bad weather we had, before this good weather we had, or having, is that my door and my netted tunnel got blown over. So this is a repair job that needs doing when I've got some holiday. The Procosmia that I got donated by a local viewer, they started flowering and they're looking really good. Really, look at that, that's lovely. Very unusual, and we've got quite a few still to come through. So that's lovely. So this is the pond, and it's getting very taken over. This is the feverfew daisy-like flowers. It's gone quite crazy. And the lavender is really flowering. It smells amazing. And it's giving a bit of cover over the pond. Maybe a bit too much cover. We've not seen much of the tadpoles lately, though last when we saw them, they were pretty big. On this end bed is the outdoor tomatoes and cucumbers, and we do have a few tomatoes, and these were just being grown without being pruned, and they're in the tomato cages. And that was an experiment to see how they grow. Now this is my potato tower, and it's done really well, and looking forward to getting into this and seeing what we got growing. These were the potato towers we got from Aldi, and I can't wait to look in. We've had a sneak, yeah, and there's some in there for sure. So I can't wait to see what's in them. Looking really good. So my table is full of experiments, and we've got some grapevines in a bucket and tomatoes that we've just cut off the cuttings, and we've got some more lupins, and I've got some geraniums and just a few little bits on my table. I'm told I always got too many pots and stuff on the go, but I've got little bits and pieces. This is some more sunflowers. You can just see them breaking through the soil. In the back here, we've got some courgettes, and we've got round courgettes. And there's not actually any that we can see yet, although they're just coming. They won't be that far away. And we got some nasturtiums. And they're a lovely flower. So we got some poppies, and these are now going to seed. And they're going to be spreading their seeds all over here soon. And they're just about to dry out. And we got some, this is celery. And I like leaving things to grow on and see what happens. And then this is all the celery that's flowering. And we've also got some onions that are flowering too. And it's so interesting to see after life, after what we've eaten, where they grow their flowers and recreate their own lives. So interesting. So now we get to a bit of the messier stage, but we have got potatoes in my no dig bed here, and all the foliage has died, so they're pretty much ready to come up. So this can be pretty easily cleared. And we've also got the sweet corn, and this is the multicoloured sweet corn, and you can see the red stems looking really good, and the tassels has just started to form on some of the tops of these, so a good shape. Hopefully pollinate the lower tassels and we get some multicoloured sweet corn. So with the watering system, it's working quite well, and we've had some tomatoes, and these are two gorilla. The grapes are just amazing. Look at all these. So we've added a pumpkin in the polytunnel just to give it somewhere to grow, and it's got the whole polytunnel to explore. And we've also got watermelon on the left and normal melon on the right. So we've added a couple of pumpkins, and one on this side and one on this side in the polytunnel, and they're growing quite well, and this one doesn't get any water, so it's doing extremely well. So this is the harvest from my onions and from the garlics, and the onions are mainly gone home now. But this is the remains of what we got left, so we're quite pleased with that. So I think it's about time we tried one of these tomatoes. Looks good. So I'm really pleased, and we've actually got the tigerella colours, which is really good. So I'm just going to have a try. Lovely and juicy. Very pleased. So I hope you enjoyed that tour, and as we say, I've got until the 1st of August to tidy up all the plots. And thank you for older viewers that have asked about my allotment I had in Surrey. Before lockdown I was driving to London most days, and I was able to have an allotment up near Surrey. But unfortunately now all the lockdown has happened, that job has now changed, and now I no longer to travel to London. So I've given up the allotment in Surrey, and I happily said to the chairman that he's quite pleased he let me keep the allotment for the whole time during COVID, and I was quite pleased to actually offer the allotment back to a new gentleman just starting out, and I told him not to pay any fees and to keep all the tools and anything that was left in the shed as a token of goodwill and thank you. So look forward to hearing more about my old plot, and I'll add some pictures at the end of my plot as it was left. So quite sad that's all gone, but now I need to concentrate on my local allotment, otherwise they'll be chasing me up. So I've got until the 1st of August to sort it out, and then I get 12 weeks notice after that if it's not done. So we will see, and if it can't be done then I might have to give up that allotment too. But we'll see. At least we've got the garden at home to potter about in. Just spent all day having a potter, tidying up here, and it's going to be another warm night. So thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, ring that bell, get notifications when I post some more. Thank you very much. Cheers.